Welcome to Heathen's Garage, folks. In this episode, we're going to start working on this old girl. We're starting a new series called My First Street Rod. It's gonna be real budget build. This is our project, a 1950 Chrysler DeSoto Custom. Or maybe just DeSoto Custom. I don't really know which way it's supposed to be. For the low price of one Gibson Les Paul guitar. We just hauled it home. It's got a good percentage of its trim, but more importantly, it's got all the patina. All of it. Let me just give you a walk around. Look at this here, eh? It's too bad this is broken. I hope I can find somebody to remake it, because that's pretty cool looking logo. We can open this side. We'll have to put a tire on before we can open the other door. Now, the interior, well, it's had critters in it. That's going to be our operation number one here, is get this interior cleaned out, because if I'm going to have to climb in and out of there, like, I'd rather just reduce my chances of getting the old hantavirus. So we're going to do that quick. We can't even open the, oh wait, we can. I'll try and open the hood here. Get your view. Oh, easy, easy, easy. Don't fall. Everybody hold. There it is. Oh boy, this is a little stiff. We'll just hold this. We have a straight six flathead variety. I know nothing about this engine or anything about any flathead. Never worked on one before. I'm not convinced it's the engine that's going to live in it forever, but we might try and make it run and drive around a bit at least. That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? I'll poke my head in the window here. Or poke your head in the window there. That's what it looks like. I think I can open this door. Not cool, eh? The first thing we're gonna do is get a tire on there that holds air so we can open the driver's door, and then we're gonna go after it with the vacuum. After that, I'm not sure what we're gonna tackle. Hi, are you guys pretty happy? Let's go look for tires, come on. I think there's some in the old Mercury. Now, if all else fails, I'm not working on this project right now, and it's got air in the tires. So we might steal one of these. They'll probably fit. Got all of these. That's flat. That one's holding air, but I think it's the wrong bolt pattern and it's not so good anymore. I think this one's flat. That one's flat. That one's flat. This one? No, it's flat. Hey! The fence is the boundary line. Get back here. Good dogs. Okay, what else? Oh, what do we got here? Those are all 8 lug. It has the wrong number of bolt holes. Flat, flat. Oh, there's one here. A little flat. Pretty flat. Pretty flat. Oh, we got some more over there. Oh, we got all kinds of good tires here. Oh, flat. That's 6 bolt, 6 bolt, 6 bolt. 6 bolt. 6 bolt. Did you guys find a tire yet? Alright, we found this one. It's definitely for a trailer. But it looks like it might fit. It's dual drilled for Chevy or Dodge. Now all the little nubs that were there don't line up with anything. But you know, I think that'll be okay. We'll put it on really tight. Someday we'll get, you know, wheels that fit properly. For now, it's just to hold the car up. How you doing, buddy? Why is this one going so much worse than all the others did? Good enough. Good enough for who it's for, you know? Down she goes. Well, it's not firm, it's yellow, but it's fine. I think I can open the door now. That's mostly what we're going for. Now we can open the door. That's what the inside looks like. We're gonna grab a vacuum and start trying to improve this situation. And I'm afraid we might pull that headliner out too, because otherwise it'll never stop. These seats are kind of hopeless. We're gonna pull the back one because it's already loose. But like you look at these seats wrong and the fiber just falls apart. Which, you know, they're 75 years old, I guess. 74 or whatever. It's not a huge surprise, they're just fabric. Anybody know if there's any sort of like, I don't know, cloth conditioner or something you can put on stuff to sort of revitalize it and give it new life? If you know of something, let me know in the comments. Like these door cards, they're not new anymore, and they're real fragile when I try and vacuum them. I'd sure like a way to clean them up a bit. Realistically, they probably need replaced, but this is a budget street rod. We kind of just need to be able to clean it a little bit. And, well, you know what? Maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll just learn how to do interior. Why not, hey? Never done it before. Oh, gross. Oh, hi. You know, there's some rodents who lived in here. I'll tell you that one for free. Gross. Guys, I used to work on garbage trucks for a living, and I think this is pretty gross. Man, the mice. I have no respect for the mice that were living in here. I had dreams of just vacuuming it and calling it good, but all the seats are coming out. We gotta pressure wash the inside of this. Like I can't do it. Well, it ain't good, folks, but it is getting better. I've been at it for an hour or two now. We have pretty well all the back stuff ripped out. Got some of the headliner tore out. And we got it all vacuumed. So that's pretty fun. It's disgusting in here. I'm gonna get the front tore apart and then we'll haul it to the old car wash and we'll give the inside a wash because like this is, I can't handle it. It's too bad. It's too gross. We're just gonna pressure wash the whole inside, and that's what we're gonna do. Well, I think we're 4 out of 4 on breaking front seat bolts so far. I would have showed you, but may have said things that I wasn't proud of every time I broke a bolt, so you know, that doesn't merit showing the internet. We're gonna carry on with the next 4, see how that goes. 2 of them, folks. 2 of the seat bolts came out. So that's a win. That's 2 less that I have to weld out. this seat feels like it's gonna be heavy. Out you go. Will you go? No, I think you'll fit. Back to the other side. Cool. That's for the steering wheel. Don't lose that. I'm thinking that's near irreplaceable. Look at the ashtray just for the passengers. In the back. Oh boy. Alright, just slide it. How come it's stuck here now? Oh, there's a wire that I've been yarding on. Oops. I don't want to hug the seat to cut the wire. Whoa, it's for the cigarette lighter. Dummy. You know, there hasn't been much for good treasures in here. I'm a little sad about that. Normally a guy finds some cool junk. I got that old rusty wrench that you can't even tell what size it is, and other than that, I just got a car. And a lot of mice. It's now starting to rain a bit, and I don't really want my vacuum cleaner out in the rain, and I don't want to be out in the rain, so I'm gonna call that a day. We're gonna pick this up tomorrow, where unfortunately I will have to tear the headliner out. I don't know if you could see in the time lapse there, but I vacuumed out of the headliner and a bunch more vermin remnants fell out. So, you know, I guess that's the brakes. Headliner's coming out. Hey folks, so after I said I was gonna quit the other day, I then carried on cleaning for another hour and a half, vacuuming and, you know, getting the rest of the floor trim out, the door sills and whatever else. I'll tell you, this place it's way better than it was, but boy is this... A car from the 50s is grosser to work on than a car from the 60s or the 70s, 80s, not worse than a car from the 90s. But anyways, we're finally looking at this headliner, and we're just gonna pull all the trim out, and you know, it's gonna be disgusting. That's all there is to it. But we'll be okay. Pull these guys off. We're gonna pull whatever pieces of trim we need off. I wonder how this comes off. Oh wow, it's glass. See that? Oh, that wasn't hard to get off. No light bulb in there. We're gonna take all the pieces off, and then we'll pull the headliner out, which is really too bad. Boy, it's gonna be tough to figure out how to do that again on the cheap. Say goodbye to the mice and the vermin and the disgustingness, and also to the cool part of the headliner. Now you might think it's a funny place to start right in the interior, and like I'll say, I've never done it before, but boy, like you have to get in and out of the interior no matter what you're doing, just about. I don't want it full of mice and grossness. If I can have one thing that's at least, you know, sort of not disgusting, I'll call that a pretty big win. You know, these screws are 75 years old that I'm taking out. Something pretty soft in that corner. That's too bad. We'll have some rust repair up there. You know, this glass has a date code of 750 on it. Or maybe it's a different number. I don't know. I think it's pretty old glass. Shame it's totally destroyed. It's gonna have to be a custom piece of glass. That might be one of the things that costs a lot on this. I don't know. It is just straight glass, but I've never tried buying straight glass. Hopefully it's less expensive than I'm expecting it to be, but that never happens. We got this part we gotta undo. My screwdriver is too big for that. Maybe I can just, ow, I just kneeled on one of my screws. They're the same screws but longer. I don't remember that. Hopefully one of you guys will when I go to put this back together. Look at these cute little, they were up there like that, up here, and it was just like it's a little hook for groceries or coat or whatever. Coat hanger, probably. That's how you could get through there. Oops, through there. You know, with a metal coat hanger, because it wouldn't have been a plastic one in 1950. All the things a guy doesn't think about when he's not old. The guy does see some interesting things though, like you see this. So this is all your bracing for the back seat. So this side, it's all welded up here. This is nice and sturdy. Then you go over to this side, and it's not broken, like except maybe this little corner is broken, and the rest of it was just never welded. It was just there. Like, they weren't perfect in the 50s at building things. It's heavier duty for sure, but they didn't do everything right over at DeSoto. Now, Giving you guys the views from just out the door. I'm not excited about this. This is hard for me from both a this is disgusting point of view, and also I hate doing this to this old car, but I don't think there's a way around it. It's just gotta go. It's full of mice. They're the most cartoony rip sounds I've ever heard, though. Ugh, it's touching me. Vacuum now. We interrupt your intense cleaning session to bring you a news flash. Go get your copy of Cruise Contra magazine. Old Brian Holsey had some really nice things to say about us, and we just, we want to pass that along. We're subscribed to his magazine, and so should you. It's not that expensive. It's a gorgeous, high-quality in-print magazine, not this online nonsense that I can't be bothered to check out anymore. Link will be in the description, or if I can remember how, right here. Back to cleaning. Well, now that I've done the worst of it, I remembered that I'm not wearing a mask, so that's good. Now that I've got antivirus from every direction, I'm gonna go get a mask. I think if you have to do this, you should get a real respirator. I don't know if this mask is really adequate. No, it's more than nothing. Not drop it on ourselves, Heathen. So glad I spent hours vacuuming the interior. Full of mice. So I was gonna haul this old girl into town and give it a pressure wash, but then I looked into the sky and I thought, I don't think it's gonna freeze again this week. Why don't we just hook the water back up, wash it at home, where we can, use the pressure washer for more than 5 minutes and it won't cost us $85. So we're gonna just start washing at home. What do you think, Elvis? Should I start pressure washing? That sound like a good idea? Oopsie daisy. There isn't much in here that can actually get damaged because it's old. There's no electronics. Doesn't make me feel smarter though. Well, folks, we spent 3 hours with the pressure washer just on the inside. We haven't even hardly touched the outside. And that seems like it was a weird way to spend the day. The reality is, if I didn't do it now, when is the next opportunity that I'll have to pressure wash the inside of this car? And with some luck, the answer to that question is never. Because hopefully someday it'll have like interior inside, and you can't pressure wash once you've got interior. Like, this was my last opportunity to try and give it that new car feel. It didn't work, but it was definitely effort put in to try. Like, it left most of its rocker panels on the trailer. The inside looks, well, pretty much exactly the same as it did before. Maybe a little less dirty. It doesn't smell as bad. As opposed to smelling like dead mice and grossness, it just sort of smells like wet dog now. And that I can live with. These, like this one was already like this. This part's new. It's just, like it's, oh, yep. It's really thin. I don't know what to do about this. If anybody knows like a good YouTube channel to learn how to do upholstery, hit me up down in the comments. You know, just point me in the right direction of who I should go watch to learn how to do this, because I surely don't know how to do it, and I'd really like to give it a go. But I sure want to learn how to at least sort of do a decent job. So if you got any advice for that, or know where to look for advice for that, let me know. That probably concludes this episode. Sorry, it was weird. Like, it was literally just me cleaning the car out for 8 hours, but that's what I did. So that's what you get. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Bye.